Welcome back to Psych Insight. Today we delve into the powerful concepts presented in Dan Sullivan's The Gap and the Gain. This book explores how our focus shapes our reality, impacting our happiness and success. We'll unpack the key ideas from chapters 3 and 4, focusing on practical strategies for shifting our perspective from the gap to the gain. Get ready to unlock a new level of happiness and fulfillment in your life. The gap refers to the space between where we are now and where we desire to be. It's that nagging feeling of not enough that can consume our thoughts and emotions. Constantly measuring ourselves against an ideal future or comparing ourselves to others keeps us stuck in a cycle of negativity. Living in the gap leads to chronic stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. It steals our joy in the present moment and keeps us from appreciating our accomplishments. This constant state of negativity can even impact our physical health, weakening our immune system and increasing the risk of stress-related illnesses. The good news is, we have a choice. We can choose to shift our focus from the gap to the gain. The gain represents all that we have accomplished, the progress we've made, and the positive aspects of our lives. Our perception acts as a lens through which we experience the world. By consciously choosing to focus on the gain, we shift our perspective and begin to see the world through a lens of gratitude and possibility. This simple shift in focus can have a profound impact on our happiness, motivation, and overall well-being. One powerful tool for shifting our focus to the gain is the practice of mental subtraction. This involves imagining our lives without the positive things we often take for granted. Think about your loved ones, your health, your home, or even a simple pleasure like a hot cup of coffee in the morning. Now imagine your life without it. This exercise helps us appreciate what we have and cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the good in our lives. Even with conscious effort, we all slip into the gap from time to time. The key is to recognize it and have a strategy for shifting back to the gain. This is where the 5-minute gap rule comes in. When you notice yourself feeling negative or stuck in a spiral of what-ifs, allow yourself 5 minutes to fully experience those emotions. Acknowledge them without judgment. Once the 5 minutes are up, consciously shift your focus to the gain. Think about your accomplishments, your strengths, and the things you're grateful for. Section 6. Implementation intentions and tiny habits. Building self-control for lasting change. Shifting our focus from the gap to the gain requires conscious effort and self-control. Two powerful tools that can help us in this process are implementation intentions and tiny habits. Implementation intentions involve creating specific if-then plans for dealing with challenging situations. For example, if I start comparing myself to others on social media, then I will put down my phone and engage in a gratitude practice. Tiny habits are small, manageable actions that we can easily incorporate into our daily routines. These small wins build momentum and create positive change over time. For example, instead of aiming to meditate for 30 minutes, start with just 1 minute each morning. Section 7. Measuring progress backwards. Shifting perspective for increased motivation. We often fall into the trap of measuring our progress by how far we have to go, which can be incredibly discouraging. This is where the concept of measuring progress backwards comes in. Instead of focusing on the distance between where you are and where you want to be, shift your perspective to appreciate how far you've come. Think back to where you started and acknowledge all the obstacles you've overcome and the progress you've made. This shift in perspective can significantly boost your motivation and sense of accomplishment. Section 8. Unveiling hidden progress, attentional blindness, and the conscious competence learning model. Sometimes, we fail to recognize our progress because of a phenomenon known as attentional blindness. This occurs when we are so focused on a specific goal or outcome that we miss the progress we're making along the way. The conscious competence learning model highlights this phenomenon. We often start in a state of unconscious incompetence, unaware of what we don't know. As we learn and grow, we move through stages of conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and finally, unconscious competence. The problem is, we often get stuck focusing on the gaps between these stages, failing to recognize the significant progress we've made. Section 9. Journaling for growth, a powerful tool for reflection and appreciation. Journaling provides a powerful tool for tracking our progress, cultivating gratitude, and shifting our focus from the gap to the gain. By taking just a few minutes each day to reflect on our experiences, we can begin to recognize patterns, celebrate our wins, and appreciate how far we've come. Use your journal to record your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Write about your accomplishments, big and small. Jot down things you're grateful for. Remember, using this simple practice can have a profound positive impact on your mindset and help you stay focused on the gain. Stay curious and thankful, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.